Greetings from your product ambassador, David. So I'm here with you today with my latest and greatest device that I have the wonderful opportunity to try out. It is the Motorola X, and you can see from my background here that I'm a little extra patriotic today. And why is that? That is because there's something even extra exciting about the Motorola X, and it is this device is designed and assembled in the USA. And the actual quote from Motorola that this is the first smartphone designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. And if you don't think that's a big deal, well, let me tell you. What it represents to Motorola is $25 million investment in the assembly factory, which is down in Fort Worth, Texas, and over 2,000 USA employees that come together and make this device just for you. And I tell you what, that is an extra nice little feeling that I appreciate about this device and about the Moto X. It's also the first device jointly engineered and put together now that Motorola is owned by Google, which is kind of cool. So people are really looking forward to see what Google's going to be doing with this ownership of Motorola. Alright, well, enough about that. Let's look a little bit about this device. And I'm going to tell you right now, I already opened the box. I got a little excited this morning and went ahead and got the device open and activated. So I've only had it for a couple hours, so I'm really pretty new at it. But I did want to show you, because people love it, what it comes with in the box. So let's open it up and check it out. Alright, here we go, and you can see that active display. And the active display you're already seeing gives you quick notification when things are coming into the device, and we'll talk a little more about that later. So let's check out this box. Open it up, you've got your owner's manual, which is pretty typical. Your get started guide, protection guides, which I'm assuming is your warranty information. You've got a nice charging cord here, and it looks to be very high quality. And this is actually a pin for taking out the SIM card, which is really not an issue on the Sprint network. And looky here, this is the wall plug-in for the charger, and this was a bit of a surprise to me. Look at that, it has 2 ports, which is really great. I actually, aftermarket, bought a charger that has 2 ports because it seems like I always have more than one thing that I need to power up. Alright, let's talk about... Nope, not the box. Let's get to the star of the show, which is the actual device. Okay, I've had this device, like I said, for the last couple hours. And I can tell you the first thing that I noticed that I really like is the build quality. And the second thing that I like is the way it fits in your hand. First, let's talk about the build quality. If you just run your finger across the back here, it has kind of a sticky feel to it that I really like. It's not something that I feel like is going to go flying out of my hand or anything like that. It's got a wonderful 4.7-inch display, which is the perfect size for fitting in your hand. Now, this device retails for $199, and Motorola has been very open to say that they're not in the market to compete head-on, spec-wise, with like the HTC One or the Samsung Galaxy S4. What Motorola is going for is the overall user experience with their flagship phone. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I guess I'll find out here really shortly as I try this out a little more often. Okay, a little more about the device. I mentioned the 4.7-inch display. It comes with a 1.7 gigahertz dual-core processor. And then you've got here on the back, you've got your 10 megapixel camera with your LED flash right there. You've got your 2 megapixel front-facing camera, so kind of your basic as far as what you would expect from a device at this level from a camera perspective. Here at the bottom is where you would plug it in to charge it. And over this side, you've got your power button right there, and then your volume rockers. And then if you kind of scroll around, you can just kind of get a good tour of this. And then the microphone is up down here at the bottom. If you look right here, you can see the device has a really nice curve to it. It's very thin. I think it's one of those that you're going to have to put into your hand to really try it out. Other thing that you'll see here, that is the active display that I already talked about. You can see that I'm a person who gets a lot of emails and texts, and they're just coming right in. The cool thing is I can click on it. You can see here it talks about active display. Flip forward, I'd be able to see what I'm getting. Now, as far as memory-wise, the device has 16 gigabytes of internal memory, and that really doesn't seem like a lot. And the good thing about it is it does come with 50 gigabytes of free memory with Moto Drive, which is going to be excellent for backing up everything that you might want. And that helped take care of that concern about the internal memory. One thing to note is the battery is internal. It is not a battery that can be removed, and that's something that I've gotten really used to, and I'll have to get used to not having that with this device. Well, all right. That's a quick overview. I told you a little bit about the processor, the battery, which is a 2200 milliamp battery, by the way. I also told you a little bit about the memory, and we talked a little bit about that active display. I think that's it for our just quick tour of the device. Like I said, had it a couple hours. Really liking it so far, but there's still a long way to go. Leave a note here on my YouTube channel. Let me know what you'd like me to review for you and tell you a little more about it. Of course, I'll get to the camera and some other things, but I tell you what, I'm really excited about this device, and hey, USA, USA, USA. Thanks for watching.